Yes, we are live. Welcome to Sunday Surgery number 82, the Fix or Fail weekly stream brought to you from an undisclosed location in County Tyrone by me, Doctor Lefthandthread. This time we went full DeWalt again. We went full DeWalt last week and we know how that turned out, so you can cross your fingers for me. What do we see? There's PC Fixer and Black Dot Killer and Martin Kelly on already. Yeah, we're all there. That's good. There's 4 there. Tap the screen, guys. If you haven't liked already, tap the screen. Last week, let's just say everything just didn't go 100%. That's putting it mildly. They didn't go to plan. Time ran out. Patience was non-existent. We experienced one of the dreaded things was a fail on the Fix or Fail live stream. We have since put that right. This little one gave me a little bit of trouble last week, putting it mildly. But anyhow, we have redeemed ourselves. We put her back together and we got her sorted. So at least that's something. And we'll see who else is in the chat here now. I'm trying to show all messages here. Yes. Just a late fix. I got all the messages now. Thank you very much. So thanks to BW's DIY, Deals in DIY, Martin Kelly, PC Fixers, BW's Electronic, which is the same as BW's Deals in DIY, Black Dot Killer. Yep. Thanks for joining the stream, and some of the other guys will join shortly. We're only streaming on YouTube tonight. I know we're streaming on TikTok and YouTube, and that was to get more push out. But I thought we'll do it. Here, just here, where the stream began, where it belongs. You know, I'm going to try a different sort of type of thing. I'm going to try and get more up close with the repairs on the. There's Big D. On the request of my Canadian sensei, PC Fixer. You know, Martin says great laser videos out. Thank you, Martin. I'm very, very proud of the laser videos. No small part from a bit of instruction and a bit of advice from Martin himself, who is the laser. He's the laser doctor. I'm the laser, I don't know, laser triage nurse or something. Let's call me that. Anyway, I was going to try something different. We're not on TikTok tonight because I wanted to give you more of an up close. I maybe flip the camera so you're not watching it backwards, so you don't think so we're not left-hand threading all the time. PC Fixer gave me a bit of a pep talk. I had a bit of a bad moment last week. I got very what would you say, frustrated with the whole experience. I'm glad you guys still enjoyed the stream. That's what really it's all about. But PC Fixer gave me a bit of a pep talk. He WhatsApp phoned me from Canada during the week. If you don't know who there's Pat McMahon. If you don't know who PC Fixer is, he's my Canadian sensei, my Canadian battery sensei. I was calling him my Caucasian Canadian Mr. Miyagi, but I'm not allowed to call him that because he told me that he identifies as a black lesbian. So he's my Canadian black lesbian Bakshi Miyagi. So thank you for that. He gave me a bit of a pep talk. And what do we see? Martin has a student become the master. Anyway, thank you. But so he's my Bakshi Miyagi now, which is, it's good to have any kind of Miyagi, you know. So we've went full DeWalt again. We have some 18-volt DeWalts to be the antidote to that 54, you know. But anyhow, like I say, we're not on TikTok tonight. I'm going to try and monitor the chat via a different device. We've got 50,000 followers on TikTok. We've got over 16,000 on YouTube. The numbers were a wee bit down in YouTube last week, which I was pleased because it wasn't my best performance. But like I say, PC Fixer gave me a bit of a pep talk, and he says like everybody enjoyed it because it was real, because you weren't putting on a fake show, because you were really having difficulties. And you know, you guys have been watching this for a couple of years now. You'll know that I have had difficulties, and it's real. But anyway, so Miyagi's the only buckshy thing about this stream. Everything else is legitimate. There's 20 people watching. Bang that screen. We've only 3 likes. That's not good enough. Big D's blaming the 333. 333's going again. Hold on, put on the battery. We'll go. Have to prove myself. Got her hammer and everything. I was so happy, but I was so happy with the laser repair. If you haven't seen it, we'll see if I've still any parts about. I took a whole heap to replace these wee parts. There's like 2 little bits of plastic, only one of which I needed. This is actually the broken part here. I was sold this. I was sold 2 new screws, which I didn't need, and I sold a spring. A guy in England sold me them. And if you want to know what I paid, I sort of made a suggestion of what it was. It was like an arm and a leg. I had to give him Prima Nocte as well. I had to do everything. But I got it anyway, and I've got the laser fixed. But like I say, we're going to get down to business. I'm going to try and get this going here. We're 6 minutes in. We have 26 people watching, and hopefully some people came over from TikTok, because I put a wee note that I wasn't going to be doing TikTok tonight. Yeah, we'll see if we can see what this. Yeah, stuff happens, definitely. Thank you guys for being so considerate to this fake internet doctor. I was thinking I was going to have to hand in my fake doctor card. I had a bit of what would you say, imposter syndrome. I thought, am I really the doctor? I had a bit of imposter syndrome, and I had a what does even get the live chat going this other device. Cost you a new house. J Bob says. Anyway, we'll get down to business here. I can sort of see that. That's good. So we have 2 SDS machines. I'll have to show you what they're doing or not doing, first of all. And hopefully we'll be able to follow this. There's Mr. Prime channel. We're all doing good. We're hopefully going to have a phenomenal stream tonight. It's going to be excellent. It's going to be the best thing anybody's ever seen. Anybody going to work in the 333s deserves a PhD. See what this is doing? I was going to say it's hammer time, but it's definitely not hammer time in the workshop tonight. The surgery is a hammer-free zone. So that's one. That's one. And that's another. What do you think, Big D? That sounds like a, will we guess, ball spundle? That's what I was thinking. I have some ball spundles. I have some new ones. I have some second-hand ones. I have some brand spanking new ones in the box somewhere. So we might have to dig that out. Let's see. I was coiling the surgery, but now it's warm. I must show you something before we get down to business. There's a video coming out for this one soon. This is not mine. Some guy says, can you fix these old batteries? And I says, no. I says, I'm going to make the Milwaukee. The M18 Milwaukee 2.0. And that's what I made. So that's what he's getting. Ball spundle can be painful, but the doctor can solve it. So we're in a good shot there, I think. I think we're a good shot there. Hopefully we're up close and personal enough. And if you remember from some of my other videos, I like to use the empty pot noodle beef and tomato flavour, which is suitable for vegetarians somehow. But anyway, we can't get into that debate tonight. So we'll start tearing this down and see if we can do anything right tonight. Let's see if we can get this spring out. There we are. Antibiotics. Pat, the cure. There's Brendan McCollum. Good to see. The cure for ball spindle is copious amounts of alcohol and a bit of intercourse. Anyhow, we'll take off the chalk here. Are you doing a J-Bob special setup? It wasn't a J-Bob special quite, no. I'll show you what it was. I'll show you what it was when you asked the question, J-Bobs. I went full retard in this one. I just wired it straight in. I didn't do a nice elegant job like you would do, fixing the battery and all, putting it onto the battery. That'd be nice and neat, but I just went full, you know. Well, TD, I don't even drink either, so if you're not a drinking man, you could try taking some Viagra and some cocaine. I'm not prescribing that. Legally, I'm not prescribing that, but you could try that. I'm saying that's an option that's open to you, but I don't know where to get good stuff in County Clare, or indeed anywhere, but you know, it's always an option. And you know what's the funny part of that 54 volt last week? The ball went out to the twilight zone, I thought. It just disappeared. But I actually found it down the side of the bench. I couldn't believe it. Doctor's orders. Doctor's orders. There's 68 people watching. Hit that like button, boys. Anyway, you get the rest of these screws out now. Don't think this one's been opened before, which I like. I think the other one has, but I'll show you later on when we're at that. Easy. Cool. There's Gaz. Good to see you, Gaz. Try and keep this in shot here. I would say this one's very dried up too, because the chuck was very dry when I took it off. Of course I dropped the screw. There it is. We have almost all the screws out. We swapped sides tonight. I was trying to swap sides. I was trying to get up in a closer shot. I was trying to pay more attention to the chat. I'm doing different things to try and make it a bit better, you know. Hopefully. The less screws I lose, the better. This is a type 1, this is an old one. There we are. You have to use a wee bit of force to get that off. There's some guy in one of my videos, one of my older videos, in a 253, was commenting how rough I was with the tool. I think, you know, I think it needs to grow a set, but that's me. 90 viewers, keep tapping the screen, guys. We're doing a live stream here. You know, we're doing as best we can. There's 123. Good. Rate them in, keep them keen, you know. It reminds me of that scene in Rocky 3 where Mr. T tells Rocky's wife to call around his apartment if she wants a real man. That's what I felt like telling him. Anyway. That's enough vulgarity. There's probably about 3 women watching this stream because they've got about 3% female following. Sorry to those 3 ladies. And we're still fairly much in shot too. Oh, you're good, Kathy Diaz. Good to see you. What's Mr. T's favourite yogurt? Petit Falou. Good to see you, Kathy. I always welcome ladies on my stream. Ladies don't always be excited by the doctor. Historically, Doctor Lefthandthread is not a lady pleaser, though he does attempt to be at times. Shut that off, guys, for you. Sorry about the noise. My compressor is not big, but my dreams are, you know. I should have warned you. Sorry about that. I'm just pulling the screws out of the hammer case in here. And we'll see what's going on inside the hammer mechanism. See dogs playing over along here. Right, here we are. It's not just as dry and dusty as I thought, but as predicted, our ball spindle is now in 2 parts instead of 1. This is 1 part. You see that? And this is the other. It's in there. Doesn't want to come out. No, it's broke from the other side. That's what it is. The bare roughness is broken the other side. There's the lower part there. You can see where that come out at. So we need to get another one of them. So bear with me a moment. Dirty. 2 for 1. Brand spanking new one. What about that? I probably have some second-hand ones knocking about here, but I don't know if this one had a spring on it or not. This one that come off, we'll have to have a wee look for it. That's the new one. It's in 1 part instead of 2 parts. That's how you can tell. It's broke. 175 in the chat. Tap that screen, guys. Let me get this out to a C. We'll have a look. There's no spring there. And there's no washer, as I see. The washer should be somewhere, you think. No spring or washer. It's not even jammed, it just broke. A little bit up, but it's not even jammed. It's probably needs a new O-ring, you know. I'll put a new O-ring in this. See this? If you can see it, I'll replace this O-ring and we'll grease all that up. I don't think this is going to be too bad, but we'll see how it goes. Would you add the washer and spring, Big D? You would add the washer and spring. I have spares somewhere. Where would I find spares? What do I see? Hold on. No, we'll just put it together, I think, Big D. What do I see? Hold on. If you're saying we're going to add spares, we will add spares. We will add spares. We'll just make a bigger effort at finding some. There's something under this desk. Yeah. Spindle in there, but that's a type 1 as well. Let's see. That's a type 1 as well, broke. But she's no washer on her either. Dear. It's a tough life, guys. Check your pocket. Thanks, Pedro. Brendan McNamee, have you an address for a handful of tools? I have an address. It's an undisclosed location, County Tyrone. But email me, Brendy. Send me a message after this stream. Send me a message in any of my videos, and I'll reply to it. You can maybe email me or something. But anyway, Archangel, good to see you. Sorry, Big D, no washers or springs. We're going to have to just go ahead with that. I'm sorry for that. I do apologize for that. I will have to get in some washers and springs. I have checked the floor, and all I found on the floor was a half-eaten hobnob and my spirits, which hit the floor last week when I failed. Anyway, let's get on with business here. We have washers to replace, or O-rings to replace. Sorry I don't have an 8. That's going to be suboptimal. Got any more 4-minute videos with a 5-minute fix because they're great. Aye. And daily, you'd be surprised what you would expect me to do in 5 minutes that I could do in 4. You know, you'd be surprised. Not that that's full of lies anyway. Why should I tell the truth? That's the O-ring replaced. Did you see that? And we've got to get some grease wherever I left the grease. But Pedro, you are an exceptional man, I can tell. Because everybody who comments on my videos is exceptional. And I do appreciate that. Thank you for your exceptional comment, Pedro. And you see, if you were standing for election, Pedro, I'd wear a t-shirt that said vote for Pedro. I would. I would even do a dance in your honor, sir. Suboptimal prime. This is suboptimal prime. If I was a transformer, I would be suboptimal prime. Anyway, we know that. Hopefully we have enough grease to get this thing going. We're using some of our own butter. I can't believe it's not butter. Or if you're watching the stream last night, it'd be, I can't believe it's not better. You know, we will see. Oh, everything I love falls apart. Anyway. Oh, I love it. Not to get this on right. We'll see. $231 watching. Bang that screen, guys, for live repairs every week here in Doctor Lefthandthread Sunday Surgery. The surgery where sometimes magic happens, sometimes madness happens, sometimes both happens. We'll see. I'll give the hands a wee wipe here. Oh. Suboptimal prime. Definitely suboptimal prime t-shirts is going to be the next thing. I'm still waiting on my baseball caps from County Kerry, but that's another story for another day. There we are. Pedro, you're the man. There's no doubt about it. I would approve of Pedro's message. There's too many real internet doctors out there, I think. It's fake internet doctors and me that bring credibility to these things, you know. We'll see, I might give this a blowout before I put it back together. I'm going to take the lid off the motor here. If it wants to come off. There we are. I'll cover this. Keep as much dust out of that as possible. You must have parts left over. There's nothing like having spare parts. I'm going to throw that O-ring away in case I use it. You know what I'm like. No, I have to put the dollar bit on first. I'm being suboptimal again. There we are. I think hey, you know, I just think too much is never enough. That's just my motto, you know. Everybody's got their motto, that's mine, you know. When you think you've done enough, do a little bit more. Sometimes it does bite me in the ass, as you see sometimes. What do you do? Close this up anyway. We have to have a fixer feel, so we got to have feels sometime. We'll see how this goes. Who would know? I can't make it any worse because it wasn't going. I always like things that when they start off real bad, you can't make them any worse. The scud is a real thing. The scud is a true phenomenon. There hasn't been enough research done on the scud to understand what... It's not a conspiracy theory, like. It does exist. It does exist. The scud is real. Believe it, baby. Grease, more grease, because we'll be back in service soon. Oh, don't be so cynical, sir. You have to believe. You have to believe in the magic of the surgery. You can't be like that. You're going to get through off a stream if you behave like that, sir. Anyway, one SDS and the grease gone. Yeah. Anyway. Keep her in shot there. Don't forget the spring. Anybody who doesn't watch the stream very often, I have previous and getting springs in these things, you know. Put them together and the spring's still left over. Don't forget the spring. That's it. And I've one more screw to put on there. Right, Scud missiles. Scud missiles. Remember them? They were fun. They were a 90s weapon of death. My 90s weapon of death was a 3-wheel trike, a 200cc 3-wheel trike that I used to drive about on. How I didn't kill myself in that thing, I do not know. I was a suboptimal pilot on it, as I'm sure you would understand. Anybody that knows me would know I was a suboptimal pilot of that particular 3-wheel trike. She was a Honda 200cc thing. She was capable of 50 miles per hour. But she used to be, I think it was a strip cog in third gear or something. She used to judder. Used to have to throw up on the fourth quad kick. Because the annoying juddering was annoying. This has come out of other. It's going like that. I think it was right the first time. Yeah, it was. No. Are we going to do a try? Are we going to try this thing before we build it? Do you want to try this machine before we build it up? Is that what we're doing? We'll do it. We'll try her. What do we say she goes? What do we get to eat? If you want to try her, we'll do that. Usually like to keep the suspense, but you know, there is a logic in what you're saying. There's a lot of logic in what you're saying. Well, we'll see. I might ruin the next 20 minutes. It'll take me to put this together. Everyone pray. Pray. Pedro, pray to heaven. Pray to heaven. Whoever you pray to. I don't know. Anyway. Pray to ever. Pray to Allah. Pray to Abba. Pray to Tiber Septim. Pray to Yoda. Pray to that guy in the Thundercats. Pray to ever Conan the Barbarian. Prayed to, I think it was Crumb we called him. Because if he didn't live a good life, Crumb was going to laugh at him and throw him out of Valhalla forever. So we don't want to get thrown out of Valhalla forever. Seems like a long time. Seems like the time I wouldn't let me into Lavery's because I was too drunk. But Martin knows that story. Makes noise and must work. Thank you, Knockney Electronic. Everybody seems surprised there's not on the stream before. I am a madman, guys. I suffer from high functional madness. And according to Google, not only that, I am supposed to be a lone wolf empath. Sounds better than being a bollocks, doesn't it? Makes you sound special. A lone wolf empath. Just a man on a mission. Black Dot Killer, you are the most prolific commenter on my channel, and I have to give you props for it. I have to give you a nod for it. It's just phenomenal. Black Dot Killer comments on all my videos. I have to admire his commitment, and don't be afraid to comment on them, guys. I know I appreciate all you do for me. You do a lot for me. So we're going to do a wee bit of a spray in the switch for good measure when we're here. Let's get more of that. That's nearly out of juice too. Tap that screen, guys. We need good views here. Anyway, as you can see, I'm remembering about all the springs tonight. So we'll do that. We've very few butts left over here, so we're going well. Right. What's going on there? That thing. I love that thing. We do love that thing. Sticker. There's the sticker. Good to see. Is that Tubbs? Is that Tubbs, or is that Tools and Tactics, or is that Tubbs? Is that Tools and Tactics from Texas, or Tools and Tactics from we'll say New Orleans? Or fixing another DeWalt. There's nothing but DeWalts. It's one of them. Thank you. That's Tubbs. That's Tubbs. Good to see you, Tubbs. How you been, man? How you been? Hope all's good with you, sir. Tubbs was a very big supporter of my channel back at the very, very start, so I have to give him props for that. So he's a good lad. Tubbs watched a lot of my early streams. Was very supportive and added to the chat quite a lot when there wasn't money on it. Tubbs is a good lad. There seems to be a lot of DeWalt in the surgery lately. So yeah, we're fixing another DeWalt, man. Always something to fix. There's Rockstar Rider. I think Rockstar, and you from Nova Scotia, if I remember correctly. Good to see you. There's PC Fixer saying click. PC Fixer is one of the newer members of Team Dr. Lefthandthread, which I consider Rockstar Rider and Tubbs among them too. They've been long time viewers of the channel now. So we have to give them definitely credit where credit's due. Life does get you sometimes. I'm surprised that, you know, I'm very lucky to be able to post so often and, what would you say, do the live streams and keep going with this. It is a commitment and it's good to have the time. Life does happen. Life takes you different directions, or can do, you know. Sometimes it's optional, sometimes it's just not. We'll put some red grease on here. I have some nice red grease for this. Technical errors. There was some tactical errors from me last week, but we're doing okay this week. And we have 161 watching, so that can't be bad. Is that bad like button bosh? Just trying to keep up in touch with the chat here. It's moving too fast for me. Anyway, we'll keep her going here. You can use batteries as a hammer, you can use batteries for holding up something, you can use batteries for holding down something. You can use batteries for throwing at the apprentice, you can use batteries for anything. They're a very versatile thing. That's why I'm sort of the battery doctor of the internet. That's why I get so fascinated by batteries a couple of years ago. Get in there. And we have no bits left over, guys, except the labels, of course. If we want to put that on again. We might. Let's see. So we're saying fix or fail there. Sometimes there's a felt washer, but I haven't seen it. Haven't seen it in this one. Maybe the chuck was off before. The felt washer might have been still stuck on there. Sometimes I don't bother with a felt washer. We're saying fix. We're saying fix, guys. Fix or fail. We're saying fix. So we'll go to drill mode first. Oh, that goes the spring. I put the spring on wrong. I put the spring on wrong. Tactical error. I put the spring on wrong. I put the spring on upside down. I knew I wasn't watching myself properly. I screwed the spring. But luckily, we have more springs at our disposal. But that's a fix. And we can just fix the chuck now. That's bad. You ever do that big day? Put the spring on back to front. I think it's all wrapped up. First cut of the night. Well, I wanted myself to blame, haven't I? That's what you call a feel. What do we see? You see the springs all out the side there? I put it on backwards. Yeah. You don't once. Makes me feel not too bad. If you don't once, I don't feel too bad. Makes it harder to get the thing out now. Uh-oh. There, they come out. That's good. There we are. So what went wrong? That's our spring now. Our spring's totally banjaxed. But we will have another spring. It's good to have these in hand. No. The spring was on the wrong way around just. The spring on the wrong way around. I must admit I've done it once before, but hey, it happens, man. Temporary setback, suboptimal. He will adapt and overcome. Trust me, I'm a doctor. One spring. One spring. There we're. Oh dear, oh dear. Sorry about that. He's out of his bed again, nurse. Doctor, doctor. Can't you see it burning, burning? Anyway. I think this is the way. This is the way. I'll mix myself up now. But I can check before I pull the switch trigger again. We can check the other one. You pull that off to see. I'm just checking what way this goes. Wide part of top. Thank you, Big D. Thank you, Big D. We'll see. We'll do that this side overnight. Wide part of top. So what have I done? Have I done that right this time? I think I have. Nope. Wide part of top. That only ever happened once before, and I've done a lot of these, you know. They might have done them. I'm sure I put some of them together wrong. Anyway. We'll try again, ladies and gentlemen. All them 4 ladies that are watching. This is the easy fix for the week. Yeah. We don't say that. We don't say this is going to be easy, because that's in drill mode. See if the chuck works as well. Alright, it works. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm calling that fixed. You know? What are we doing now? We have 238 watching, 42 likes. It's chooching. She's chooching, man. So that's one down. We only have 2 for the night, but I don't think is. I have partially dismantled this chuck anyway, so we'll just continue on with that. And I'll just take off the chuck to show you anyway. I'll be able to demonstrate what's wrong with this one again if you're only. If you're late to the stream, I'll get this chuck off, and then we can discuss the issue. Right. You don't need the chuck to demonstrate what's wrong with this one, I suppose. Lights are on, but no one's home. You hear trying to make a noise. One hour fixed. Are we on an hour? Are we? We're on an hour. That's not so bad. I always say these take me 45 minutes usually. If it goes well, it takes me an hour. If it goes less well or more suboptimal, let's say that. So hopefully we'll get this one sorted in record time. We'll see. I'll put that in there. That's the place for it. What I have noticed from this one, by the way, no, it's not a stock armature though. There's a number in that, and the label's pulled back. I think you may have seen this in before, Big D. You or some of your counterparts may have seen this sometime in its career. It is a Type 1 as well. So we'll see. So she's been away for repair. Most likely under warranty repair in her lifetime. Which is not the worst thing. Because if she got a warranty repair up with you guys, she was alright. Broke spindle or dislodged. Sometimes I've seen them with stock hammer. I have seen them with armature, but it's not the most common. Armature issues are not the most common. Sometimes slice the label, sometimes pull it back, sometimes pull it off and stick it on again. Depends on the man, you know. Depends what Doctor Left-Hand Thread you get that day. One more screw there and two on the other side, I think. Or we'll take them out there. Over them out. So that's it. I'm very unusual when I fix these things. Sometimes I don't always use the same method. Most people get a method and they stick to it, and that would be sort of seeing. But I don't really do that. Join the butts, surely, definitely. Join the butts. They're getting a fair pattern at the minute. I'm doing a lot of work with them. A lot has went on in the surgery this last while. Right. Pull all the little bits out. Right, let's see. Right. Thank you very much, BWs. Thank you very, very much. So we're going to get the screws out, right? Hammer section of the thing. There we are. That's better. We get some batting with these cables, definitely. There's a 222 watching. That's good. A good viewership tonight, so I can't fault that. And hopefully the up close stream is a lot better for you guys. The thing is, I have 3 of these to do, but I'm probably going to not have enough time tonight to do the third one. So that's why I liked it to do 2, because 2 45 minutes is an hour and a half, and 2 hours is 2 hours. So that's kind of 2 hours is kind of the sweet spot, I think, for these streams. So let's see how the chat's doing. Yeah, it's doing okay. So to inspect what's wrong, there is a ball and a spring in this one, but it's come away from the, it's come out of the spindle. The spindle, ball spindle's come out. And I'm going to pull it out here to see. See? It's supposed to be in this this here, but it was just sitting out of it, you know. So that's the crack. It's stuck. That's stuck in there. Well, that's not moving. So let's set this to one side for a minute and concentrate on this. We have 233 on the chat here. That shouldn't be so hard to take out. But there is a washer and a spring, Big D. You'll be delighted to hear. You know. That's definitely jammed in there. Jammed up, might need a crank as well. So you saying we might need one of these? We'll see. Jammed up. So same as before. New O-ring. Some lovely greys. What did I do with the O-rings? Oh, they're still over here. Exactly where I left them. New O-ring. Another bag of them the other day. I didn't get any springs and washers, but I may have to. Anyway, get the O-ring on first. I'm scared that one because I don't think it's doing a whole lot for us at this point in the game. It feels hard too. Feels hard. I don't speak German. I did. Are you the guy that I answered on the TikTok stream earlier on? He asked in German. I took a small amount of German in school, but I don't speak German. I know how to say that where I come from. So it says "Ich komme aus Irlande," which means "Ich komme aus Irlande." Sorry about the pronunciation, by the way. Which means I come from Ireland. So I knew how to type that. So don't speak German. I'm sorry. 9. You're German. Good to see you in your place. Sorry, I don't speak German. I thought it was polite to answer you in German because I knew what you said in German. I knew the phrase and I knew how to answer you. But that's as far as I go. German British. Are you German British? The lead 1995. Well, all I can say is nobody's perfect. Anyway, let's get with the program here. So he says, Big D's saying, if the ball spindle, this part come out too handy out of that there, I might need to replace this here. Aye, you're right too. Aye, that's I see what you're saying. See, that's not going to stay in there. There's no danger. I might have to get a new spindle as well. I wonder if I get a new spindle, would that be the problem? We could try that. I have a new spindle. Replace both. I'll get a new spindle anyway. And then I'll see if we can find the crank. I don't have a new crank. I don't have a new crank. I should throw away the spindle because I'm not able to use it again. You know what I'm like. I could just spindle out of this, a brand new spindle. They're not cheap, these, for what they are, you know. I think they're £15, then, thanks. It's only a wee piece of, you know, whatever. I think it's there. I'm gonna see. No, you're right. That's suboptimal, guys. But anyway, we'll see if we can get another crank here. So I'm better ditching that one. So I'm better throwing that crank out. I'll keep the bearing, will I throw the crank out. I think that's what I'll do. German engineers, very, very good, yes. No one would dispute that it half a brain. Crank. I'm still looking for a crank, guys. What do we see? There might be a crank in this old unit here. Let's see. Crank somewhere. Oh man, man alive. Nope. Yes. I found a crank. Is it a good crank or is it a bad crank? I think it's a good crank. Yes! Cool. I love it. Thank you very much, Big D. You saved my ass a lot of times in these streams. Anyway, thank you for that. It's good to have spare parts. Jimmy Cranky. Jimmy Cranky. Oh God. Wee Jimmy Cranky. For you who do not know wee Jimmy Cranky, wee Jimmy Cranky was a woman who dressed up as a schoolboy and pretended to be a schoolboy. I don't think that part's very good. We're gonna have to replace this other part, Big D. I'm not pleased. I'm not pleased with it. I'll see if I have another one of these somewhere. Wee Jimmy Cranky. Will we dump that as well? I think we will. I think we will. That's better. Not much though. A wee bit more grease maybe. Might be alright. Oh, I'm liking that. I'm liking that now. I think I'm dumping this. So I don't want to use that again. We're going to be able to reassemble here now, guys. Possibly. What would we Jimmy Cranky do if he were here right now? He'd make a plan and follow through. That's what we Jimmy Cranky would do. Don't like that. We'll see. Hopefully that's not one of these bad ones. There was ones of these that there was no room. There wasn't enough room for the piston to go through. Yeah, that's alright, it's moving. It's alright. There was ones of them there was a problem with, wasn't there, Big D? 3 months in to seal that up. Let's see how we doing on the stream. We're 201 watching. Thank you guys, and we will continue on. A wee bit of grease in there. There's not much left in this. A wee bit of something. Put the red stuff on the way. With the red stuff a while ago. We're using it in the chop. There it is. It's underneath, filed under the M for miscellaneous there. That in there. Yeah, cool. The motor's not too dirty, so that's good. The best, I had a Volkswagen. I've only ever had one VW, and it was a Volkswagen Passat. It was a, what year was she? She was a 2008, I think. And I think I drove her for 8 years. Is that what it was? Was she 2008? No, I had her for 8 years. I had her since 2008, but she wasn't new. She wasn't new. She was the old model. She wasn't the old model. She was great. Thank you, tomato sauce. End of service. We're just going to give up like last week. Now we're only an hour 21 and we're alright. We'll probably get it together. Whether it goes or not remains to see. The wife has a Skoda, yeah. And I have a Seat, which are poor man's Volkswagens, you know. But the only thing with a VW badge I ever had was the Opel Seat. She was 2002. That's what it was. And I had her from 2008, 2016. And part of me is still sorry that I sold her. I can't nearly wish I still had her. But I did see her about 2 years after I sold her. And it was, I seen her sitting in Bundoran one April, one night. And I wouldn't have recognised her only for the number plate. Because some young fella had her all lowered and he had all the windows tinted. It was completely unrecognisable as my car. Only for the number plate, I would not have known the car. I hadn't a chance. And I had mixed feelings about how, you know, obviously you sell it because I wanted to move on. But I had mixed feelings about selling the car. Because, especially when I seen the guy that all lowered, he destroyed her, like. I was like, I'm going to say something a wee bit off colour here. I was like, your mate that you used to go to school with, and he shows up like 2 years later, and he's changed his name to Monique, and he's got a frock on. That's how I felt about my car, seeing it like that. It was a bit emotional. I had mixed feelings, like I say. In psychology, I think they call that adjustment. When something changes and you have to adapt. Anyway. Right. I'm going to give her a wee try before we put her all back together. I know you would approve of this, J-Bobs, because you asked me to do that with the last one, you know. I'll put the wee side switch on her. Oh, there's... Hello. That's good enough to proceed, I think. I thought it screwed something up. That's good enough to proceed anyway. All the screws are in. Yeah. And yeah. And we're going to clean the switch a wee bit too. Just for J-Bobs, because J-Bobs really likes me to do that. But I would nearly put it together and have the suspense, because that's kind of funny when it doesn't go. It's kind of part of the old fix or fail theme, you know, where I look like a complete wally, complete idiot. We don't need any more failures after last week. We're looking to get a couple of fixes on the board. I have no idea what we'll have for next week. I have no idea. We'll have something, because we always have something. She's well greased inside and out here. That's good. If there's not enough grease in her, there's definitely enough grease on the outside. I'll put on a wee screw just to hold it together. Sometimes I do that when I remember. Saying on with my last statement. I'm trying to remember with the springs, guys. Because like I say, I have a track record of not remembering about the springs. Black dot killer, I don't know. It might be a one-off. We never know. This is the nature of fix or fail. My laser repair gave me a bit of faith in myself again after last week. I was nearly ready to give up, like. I don't know. We didn't give up, we tried again. My sensei told me a few home truths about the benefits of failure. You learn more from failure than you do from success sometimes. Here's somebody trying to contact me on TikTok. We have no chance tonight. We're still 174 watching on YouTube here. Last week was a primo. Yep. Last week was excellent. It was character building, if nothing else. With some stress eating, depression and transatlantic counselling, we got through it, you know. Germany always had a higher standard of testing. Their MOTs would have been very rigorous, wouldn't they? They were even back in the 90s. They were testing MOT and cars at 3 year out or something. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Guys, I think we're going to have no bits left over again. Looks that way. The pot noodle's nearly empty. My dad used to say, that boy is not from my loins. Anyway, I think I was Justice T. Beaufort, or whatever you call him. Or Beaufort T. Justice. There's no fibre washer in this one either, J-Bubs. I'm going to have to live without the fibre washer. We don't have a fibre washer in our lives for this one, so I think it's alright. We might try and live without it. Right, there we are. I'll throw the ball in here. Oh, you don't want to lose your ball at this point. Not at this point. Ball retention is very important here. There we are. Ah, the good old days of important MOT failures from Eglinton down there. We start testing. Oh, good one. I think your test's more rigorous down there, isn't it? I think your test's more rigorous than ours up here. I could don't say Toledo flew very handy last time. I think they didn't shake at her at all. Aye, the fibre washer's a load of shit. Are we agreed that the fibre washer is a load of shit? That's the message we're sending here. Down the south was great for driving. Where people used to drive in the learner plates for years and never went bothered going to get the test. It was great. I always thought that was hilarious. I always thought that was absolutely hilarious. None new gloves because the other ones are greasy as hell. Right. Give her a wee wipe of a sort, so she's sort of nearly clean. Not so bad. You clean them tools up later on, they're covered in grease. The chuck works anyway. We haven't checked if the drill works when we're back together. We think we have a fix. Right, let's see. We'll start off with the drill function. It's going all the way. Oh, no, we have a problem. No. We have to open her again, guys. It's going to be another long night. Let's get her open again. I've done something wrong. Obviously. Yeah. I'll try another battery just in case. Just in case. She doesn't sound good. Not right. No. I don't think she's right. I don't like the sound of her. The battery's not good. Don't like the sound of her at all, guys. Might have to open it again. What do you think? No, I don't like the sound of that at all. She's a bit grindy, sir. I don't like her. Oh, I don't like her. Do we have time to open her in the night? Or what do we do? We may have to put her in the drawing board. We might have to call that a 50-50. She is going, but she's a bit grindy. What would you say? Drill something with the hammer. I suppose I could try drilling something with the hammer. It'll be quicker than opening her. Just hold on a second. I'll get something. She doesn't sound right to me. There with her. It went noisy. Feels like there's something happening there, anyway. What do we say? I'll get something to drill with her. Might do a 50-50 tonight, guys. But we'll see. Oh, dear, dear. No. No. That's a bad butt, but still, she should be doing better than that. That's not right. She is great. We might have to try and we'll see. We're 138. Try again. Oh. She's not hammering, boss. There's no point in lying. She doesn't sound right. She doesn't go right. But in my defense, she's actually rotating now, which she wasn't doing before I started. So I have improved the status, the situation of the drill, you know. I have improved it. It's better than it was. But as a rotary hammer, it's not really fit for purpose, I suppose. Well, she's too grindy. She wouldn't write. I knew right away. When I pulled that trigger, I knew right away she wouldn't write. There's no point in denying it. Can't deny it, man. The hammer plunger failed. Yeah, I had that. There's a failure there, man. We'll see if we can pull something out of the bag. We'll pull something out of the bag here. Yeah, they are sensitive. And I'm sensitive too, Big D. You know, it's a blessing and a curse to be a sensitive guy in 21st century, you know. Anyway. But thank you for your support, and you gave me a fighting chance to get this one fixed tonight. Tell me to replace the crank, you know, so thank you for that, sir. Tell the wife to put your late night cocoa on hold. Doctor Lefthandthread ain't finished with the surgery yet. Right. Attempt number 2. Let's go. All right. You can see why I never attempted to do the 3 tonight. For those unfamiliar with these sort of jobs, you know. You might now understand why 2 was a charm tonight, and 3 may have been one too many. I just opened the hammer, there's no point opening the motor. The motor ain't the problem. There, Dick Wood, how are you? Here did I last me good words, sir? How many we got watching now? 223. We have serious viewership tonight, guys, and thank you for that. These fixer fails are, you know, not really a good thing for encouraging people to get into power tool repair, because you can always see what can go wrong. On a wee video, you could just delete this one and then move on to the next one that goes right, and you can upload that. But that's not how the world works. Why was she so grindy? Why was she so grindy? Why was she so grindy? Why is she no work? It feels like that's alright, you know. I'm kind of at a loss here. I don't know where the washer's going. It must be that spindle. It's not going into place, or the crank. The crank's not going into place as smoothly as it should be, I think. It's not driving it, that's what's wrong. Don't know where the washer went. I'll have to find that. So the crank is the problem. This doesn't seem to be. We'll put her together again, maybe she'll be alright. We can find the washer, that is. Anyhow. There's the washer. Put the other bearing in it. What other bearing? Is the shift plate bent? That's a good point. There's the washer. Put the washer on there. Just to see. That's a good point. I'll pull out the shift plate. You know, I don't think it looks too bad. Covered in grease is hard to see, but what do you think? Well, maybe do a wee bit of something to check how this is moving before we put it together. Right, give the hands a wipe. Hello, Marius. Yeah, it looks like a crazy spider. It does look like a crazy spider. Thank you for that comment. I cannot argue with that comment. Let's see. See if we get. Does it come back down that part there, like? Lift that up. That's moving. No. A Sarush. A catch ring. Don't know. What do you think? I don't think it looked too bad. Definitely enough grease on, don't I? We'll see, you know. Ooh. Good job there not many people working tomorrow. I'm not going to pull out the catch ring, I don't think. I don't think we have time for that big day. Is that bad? We don't have time. I'll not be able to hold that in place to see if that's come back. What do we see? We can lift that up. See if it goes back down. Does that come back down into place well when it's lifted up? It's not, you know. I think that's slipping there. You ever seen one of them slipping back day? Thank you very much. Tips, good man. Let's see. We've 142 watching. We'll try and get another. I think I'll try and get another crank. We'll try and get another crank just to see. Maybe, I don't know. I'm at a loss. I'm kind of getting our tight wash. I think I'll probably try and get another crank dug out of somewhere. It's only a solution. isn't, but not be a sell on that. Jesus. No. I think that is my favorite battery in there, and yes, definitely. That is my favorite. I don't think it's actually 9 amp. I haven't opened it to see. I think that's fiction. Them kind of batteries usually the what they say they are, they just aren't. You know. Well, let's see, I have a little bit of a gearbox here. Hopefully there'll be something on it we can use. Because we are getting it tight tonight. If any young kids are watching, learn up at school, so you don't have to do this. Carry on. There we are. I'll set that whole thing on there. Won't forget about it. I might even replace this. I'll set that on there out of the way, and hopefully that's a new spindle. That spindle's on well, so I'm not going to argue with it. I'm just going to replace it. Let's see. I'll put the new spindle on it. When I have a new spindle, I'll use a new spindle. And I'm going to use this crank as a different crank. I'm still live. Did it blip there, boys? Did the stream blip there a wee bit? I think the stream went blip. But anyway. Went blip. Went blip. Right. This has been a riveting episode, guys. It really has. This has been a fantastic adventure. There's been more than one blip. Blips have been here. Blips have been present. See, she's running on her. Ooh, right, let's see. We'll put that spindle there and that spring there. That may come in useful at a later date. There's no evidence to think that there's anything wrong with them. And we'll put that back in the spares box. Get it out of. And here we go. There was a glitch in the matrix. I saw a black cat. Yeah. There's so many things to go wrong with them. They're but you know, I've been riding my Doctor Lefthandthread up for a few years now with these things, so I cannot complain. I've had some real lucky moments with these things. Some would call it skill, but I'm not foolish enough to come out with that nonsense. When you're lucky, you're lucky. And when you know, you know. We're nearly at 2 hour marks. We'll have to test her when there's this casing on, because we'll see. Right, we'll have to test it. It's looking pretty good. But then again, we've been here before tonight. Let's go. Let's go, man. There's the wee thing you don't want to lose. No. Okay. The money we've got watching now, 220, that's excellent. Thank you guys for the views tonight. Don't forget to like that stream. I've got quite a few likes in the stream too, but keep them going. It helps the channel. Helps me bring you these Sunday night shenanigans. Anyway, yeah. I'll just keep trying to put this together. Oh, this thing. Oh, this is beautiful. It's like part of my family now, that abomination. People wouldn't even believe that I use that. But I use that every day. I use that every day I'm on here. These I used to be smaller ones for small stuff, and then I use this for the SDSs, and I think it's got like a Torx 20, Torx 15, Torx 20. I would use the Milwaukee, the Abomination, the Frankenstein's Monster. I still use it. I use all my videos. You can't always see it because sometimes you're too close to see what I'm using, but I always use that thing. People think it's, of course I built it for a bit of a lark, but, bit of an old bit of fun, but, I'm not pretending that I do use it, because it is. It sits on the bench all the time. I take the battery out occasionally to charge it. That's all. That's only. Let me see. That thing. That thing wasn't in right. Everything else was in right. That should be going on easier than that. Get down there. That's down there. Wasn't able to put this thing in, but she would go without it. Some have been known to go without them. There we are. I think we're in business now. Yeah. I did try her. I tried her with I tried her before I put the cover on. So I'm going to put on the screws, and then I'm going to try her, and then I'm going to put on the chuck, and then I'm going to try her. I'm going to keep trying. Love the ratchet. Who doesn't love the sound of the ratchet and the drill? Come on. Mm-hmm. We have 174 in the stream, so that's good viewership tonight. Makes it more intense, makes it more of a viewer viewing pleasure, Oh, that's right. You can't break these doing that, Sometimes you're better putting them on with just ordinary screwdriver without the power drill, because you can break off the wee lugs that hold them in place and hold them in their positions and their modes. I haven't done that, so that's good. I'm missing a bit. Don't know where it went. But anyway, it'll show up sometime. And we still got our ball, which is important. We still retained our ball through all this madness. Oh, there's the book we're missing there. Find it. Let me take a look at this, see what I'm doing. There we are. There we are now. Now we're at 2 hours, 6 minutes. And we've 184 watching, we've only 76 likes, so bang that like. Just tap the screen. That's all it takes. Tap that screen. And it gets this more push out and more people get exposed to my madness. You know. It must succeed in knocking the electronic. It must succeed. They do fight back. They do fight back. I was going to say something off colour, but I'm not going to say it. My luck's bad enough. Ooh. Right. We must succeed. Derek Murphy said hi. Good. Hi to you, Derek Murphy. Everybody's saying fixed, but we said that the last time, didn't we? We sort of thought that the last time, but you know, the gods of Power Tools did not smile on us from Valhalla. But they might now. She's fighting back. It's only 11 o'clock. It's not that long to the morning. You have to put on every screw. Sure, she sort of went before we put it together the last time and then she didn't go. Everything works till it doesn't. Isn't that the way it is? What do we see? We're going to test her now. Are we saying fix or are we saying fail? Oh, she's going in drill mode. Oh, I love it. Nice, good, strong sounding hammer. Oh, I love it. I'm calling that fixed, Mother Hubbards. Thank you very, 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 very much for viewing this nonsense with me tonight. Coming and joining me. That was like a Native American orgy there. It was fucking intense. Right, are we going? We're going right. We're going backwards again. We're going backwards. Yes. What's next? No. No. We've 150. Thank you, Marius. We've 150 in the stream. We done all right. We didn't panic tonight. And what the D's in the spares box? That spindle on that spring. I have another one. I have another DCH273 up there, but I haven't got it in me tonight, guys. I hope you'll understand. I just haven't got it in me tonight to attempt it. We've got 2 done. I'm very pleased that I got 2 done. I'm not going to open that again. I'm just going to throw it there. We have a fix. So if you haven't banged that screen already, tap that screen for Doctor Left-Hand Thread. I hope you enjoyed the stream. How did you enjoy the up close? Were you happy enough with the shots? How you seen what I was doing? Or what did you think? I want your feedback here. We did fight to the end. We did fight to the end. Next fix up will be in the bedroom. Sometimes you don't get a second attempt in the bedroom. Your spindle ball has to be in working order first time. Thank you very much, Big D. Appreciate that. I just kicked TikTok out of the scenario tonight because I thought, you know, I could concentrate better on talking to you guys. Yeah, I thought I could content and give you a better, more close up, you know, because I'm doing the portrait rather than the horizontal. That makes the picture not as viewable. The reason to do that is to get push out, because you can see the numbers I'm getting in views there. Even now there's 135 people watching the stream because it's been pushed out to people. If I did the horizontal, Like there's some of those streams have got 29,000, 15,000. Even last week wasn't as good. That got 5,000 views. So I'm getting thousands of views. So it's getting very, very, very good recognition for the channel. So that's the reason I do the portrait. But I'm happy the way that turned out. That was good. That was good. All's well that ends well, as they say. But at least I didn't make as big a mess on here, believe it or not, as last week. Last week, this looked like the apocalypse. If the apocalypse come on here and say, there's nothing more I can do here. This was post-apocalyptic last Monday morning. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the stream, guys. Tap the screen the way out. We've got 80 likes, so that's not bad. 80 likes is quite good for now. So, yeah, it's quite good for one of these. We have 105 still watching. So I think we're bound to have good views tonight. I don't even know what they would be. We'll have more for next week, but I have no idea what I'm going to have next week. I have another one of these SDSs, but that's half a stream on its own, so we'll see how we go with that. I'm sure there's some other choice items will, yeah. I'm sure there's some other choice items to show up. I'm reading Akrimari says, ideally, I would love to do horizontal. Like if I can't do horizontal because orientation is locked. Please rotate device back. I can't do horizontal and get the same push out. And if I start the stream on vertical, I can't adjust it. So, and I might have this next week. Because the thing, the anvil hasn't come. I was expecting the anvil to come on Friday for this, but it hasn't come, which I'm not happy about. But what can you do? And the guy that owns us less happy because he wants it back. But like the stream on your way out, you've 81 likes there. Fuck shit talk. Big D says, don't go on TikTok. They're all about lip syncs and all that shit, You want me to lip sync songs? I did lip sync a song one time because there was somebody accused me of starting fires with the lithium-ion batteries. I got my fire extinguisher as lip synced to We Didn't Start the Fire, but that was to take the fucking piss out of him, Anyway, we'll see. TikTok. I don't know how TikTok's doing. I probably had a mad one on TikTok tonight because the laser. I did a fast version of the laser video and it's got 77,000 views, so that's not too bad. It's tanking now. It's got 88 followers for me. But TikTok's not where this streaming and this thing started. YouTube's where it's at. TikTok is a dark place. Because of TikTok, I diagnosed myself with as a what do you call it? A lone wolf. Empathetic lone wolf or something. I don't know. You can diagnose yourself and they try and sell you all this shit, that you don't need. TikTok's a dark place. Stay off the TikTok. But if you have to go on TikTok, watch my stuff, and share it and like it and comment. But anyway, it's 2 hours 15. I'm going to get battered if I stay out here any longer. So good night, guys. Thank you very much for everything. Thank you, Big D, for all the pointers during the fix. Thanks for the interaction of the stream and thanks for all the good comments. Tap the screen the way out if you haven't already. And sure, I'll see you all next week.